Okay, so I'm tired of this person. I feel like they add no value to the show other than instigating. I feel like if y'all gonna have at least one TS up there, it should be more than one. I feel like it's unfair for him to be in the house with all these girls, and he's basically a man. He was born a man. I don't care how many surgeries you had, you were born a man. And I feel like, if you gonna have one TS and it instigating and stuff, it's only right that y'all have another one. I just feel like this person is taking up space. Only other than instigating, he ain't really, what value does he add to the show? Y'all, I really wasn't feeling the first scene where they was doing the whole sit down. It wasn't giving what they thought it was giving. Quiet as it's kept, the TS looked better than majority of all of them. Quiet as it's kept, I'm just being honest. Lolly wasn't given. She's never given. She's not ugly in the face. It's just she never wore nothing cute. It's like she don't really take pride in herself for real. I mean, she don't be looking a mess, but compared to some of the other ones, you could tell like they, well, I don't know, shit. It just won't give it what they thought it was giving, and I fast forward. I think I'm at the 20-minute mark. I probably watched it maybe 2 minutes tops, maybe. I fast forward a little bit and I fast forward again. Then before I knew, I was at the 20-minute mark right here at this scene. It was either like 17 or 20. It was either or. Then this scene, they was talking too much. So I fast forwarded to the 20-minute mark. I didn't really get a lot of dialogue at first, I ain't gonna lie. Because I told y'all, I'm real big on once you and a person been windmilling, I don't care whether it's verbally, physically, I don't care if we're in the store, I don't care if we're in social media, I don't care if we're in the lunchroom, the parking lot, whatever. I'm like this, once it hits the public, it's nothing for us to talk about. If there was an issue, you should have said, hey, let me holler at you. That's how you go about it. You don't, I feel like it's pointless. Once we've been windmilling, either way, that's it. It's nothing for us to talk about. We not, a conversation is for people that both have plans on, working it out. Now, one thing about me, I'm a woman enough to admit to my part that I play in any situation, whether the person admits to theirs or not. But just because you admit to your part, that don't mean and I admit to my part, that don't mean we're gonna be cool. Because once we go left, that's it. That's it for me. I feel like the conversation is pointless. They've been fussing too much, arguing too much. Then it went to physical. That's really a wrap once it gets to physical. I don't care if it's spitting, hitting, slapping, punching, pushing, whatever. Once it gets to that, that's it. That's it. It's nothing for us to talk about. We already took it there. It's nothing for us to talk about. Okay, I don't, so I'm thinking, I don't care much for this episode. I've been fast forwarding it my ass off. I don't really, what is this, the sit down episode? This to me would have been pointless. This is where the part where they would have said I had to go home, because I'm just not about to sit down with no bitch that we done been fussing and arguing and banging out. Like, what do we possibly have to talk about? We already took it there. Like, I don't like Fly 9. Ain't no girl. Let me shut up. Anyway, I like when the little one was like, and I don't like you either, so what's next? I know that's right. Listen, all this too much talking. Let's, what is there to talk about? We know already, if it was fixable, we would have talked about it before we threw hands. Like, what is there to talk about? I'm trying to understand. I know that's right. You don't care for me, I don't care for you. Life goes on. Next. Duh. Y'all, okay, now they spicing it up. That's what I'm talking about, because I was bored as fuck. I don't care what nobody say. Production probably took that money. When I first saw that screen, it said Savannah went back. I said to myself, who the fuck is Savannah? Right? I said to myself, Savannah been getting a free ride this whole time, because I didn't, who the fuck is you? Like, you've been quiet, right? So then they showed the TS, and it was him, right? Interesting. I think production took it. In the history of a lot of these shows, stretching all the way back from what's a good show that happened? I forgot what was the name of that show. Was it For the Love of Ray J or New York? I can't remember. It was one of them shows. Y'all remember? Like I always say, Flavor of Love, I Love New York. You know, that's when reality television was really starting to really get ratchet. We always have to pay homage to the people that originally started that ratchet TV. I can't remember which show it was, but it was one of those shows back in the day where and it won't Charm School. I'm not talking about Charm School because we all know that Boots had took old girl money. I forgot who the girl was, but anyway, was it money? Or was something that Boots had took? I can't remember. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I forgot which show it was, and then it seemed like other shows had adapted that idea. Production probably got that money, y'all. I mean, I know he didn't think he was gonna come on this show and instigate some shit, get a free ride, and won't gonna get in no type of drama at all. They probably took it. They probably tired of you just sitting around lighting little fires, hiding your hand. Is Persuasion the one that had beat that guy up and when they was outside a gas station or something? I can't remember which one it was. If that's Persuasion, I love me some Persuasion. I forgot which one it was that had beat the fuck out of that boy. I forgot which one it was. My good Judy called him Heavy Hand. Because the way he was hitting that boy, you could hear them punches. Like, that shit was brutal. You can't do nothing with Persuasion. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Yeah. But anyway, I think production took it. I don't care what nobody say. If I was in that room right then and there, I wouldn't even feed it into that shit. I wouldn't have fed into it. But whoever did it, petty as fuck, only left him $5. Like, that's petty as fuck. And my thing is, for real? But you don't know if he lying or not, because you stupid enough to have money laying around in your bag. I mean, that's stupid. You asking for some shit to get. How many times? Oof. I'm gonna leave it alone. Bro, Isaiah is funny as fuck. He told me, so honestly, I feel like she just left because she knew Persuasion was coming. I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all? I thought I was the only one that noticed she was the only trans in the house. I figured Persuasion was gonna pop up sooner or later. I never thought of that. Could he have been making that shit up just so he could leave? That's interesting. He knew it was time to get that ass beat. Absolutely. And you know the girl's gonna be there for it because he been popping his shit. I know I ain't the only one that noticed he been saying his little shit on the low. Like that time when Billy was fighting Hood Baby. He talking about that bitch big. That was unnecessary. Now, did she say something about you? So when she called you a cross-dresser, did she wrong, right? And she against the community, right? When she said you hated yourself, that's why you got your dick chopped off. Then she saying hateful stuff against the community, right? And she hate gay people, right? So when she say you a transvestite, then what? Then what? When she call you a he, she man, then what? You wouldn't like that, would you? So why was that necessary? Because she was fighting another woman. You, as a person that was born a man, that hated yourself that much, so you got your dick chopped off and got a PUSSY. And she bring that to your attention and call you a mistake from the universe. When she call you a lady boy, then what? You wouldn't like that, right? You want to be referred to as she. So when she call you he, then what? Y'all throw a fit when somebody fuck up y'all pronouns. But y'all can say little stuff like that to us, but then we got to be tiptoeing around your feelings. You got mad as hell when Cash said you had a dick. You pulled down your pants. Just to prove a point. That's how mad you was, right? But it's okay for you to fat shame somebody, though, that ain't did shit to you. Can your whack ass home. And can't nobody play me talking about you against the community, because I told y'all my Walmart story time. I got fired from a whole job back in the day behind taking up for my gay friend that I later found out was a snake not too long ago. As of really last year, I just found it out. So most of my guy friends are gay boys. So can't nobody play me like that. But in the same token, they not messy. They not the messy kind. They the funny kind. They not like you. That was fucked up. It was fucked up. And I quote what you said. I wonder, am I the only one that heard what you said? Because your voice. I heard your voice. You said, that's a big bitch. Like, it don't matter if she say she big or not. That wasn't your place. That wasn't nice. So when they say get this little boy out of here, then you're going to be mad and ready to fight and ready to cuss and fussing though and stuff though. You are a mistake. You are what you call, I know your mama, you the type that your mama just say, I can't believe I birthed a boy but want to be a girl. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, you're a mistake. You are a lady boy. You are a tranny, a cross-dresser. Like, you are an embarrassment to your family. You see how that felt? You didn't like that, huh? A boy with heels and makeup and titties and a dick. You confused individual. You don't know if you coming or you going. You don't know if you want to be a man or a woman. You don't know. You see how that hurts? You ain't like that, huh? You fucking clown. Get the fuck out of here, your scary ass. Look at Isaiah. Look at Isaiah talking about, nah, we gotta do da. He was trying to haul ass up out of there. He sure was. He knew it was about that time. He knew. I hope Persuasion meet him at the door. I hope she meets him at the door. Sure do. And watch, if he get his ass whooped, he gonna try to say, well, I was already upset, so I wasn't ready to fight, and I was thinking about my money, and I wasn't even da. Man, fuck you. Get this nigga bitch out of here. Let's see what happens. Okay, this was a cute little fight where these two little bitches can rumble. What's her name? Jayla, take notes. Little bitches can get down. Yeah. You know, the other one ain't as small as Bree, but they not that far apart in size. Sure ain't. No hair pulling hardly until the girl, what's the girl with the red scarf? She looked like she was about to sling Bree, but Bree ain't bigger than a minute, so they don't really hold no weight. For real. I mean, Bree is a quick grab, for real, but I mean, Bree swing funny, but her licks was landing. Don't ever play her. Her licks was landing. They funny looking, but she be like, she was landing. I think it was a tie. In my opinion. Even though she yanked Bree up. Bree is small. They don't really, let me see you yank a big bitch. Then I'm like, okay, hey, but yanking a small bitch, that ain't really. I think it was a tie. It was a cute little bop for what it was. They got they good one in. Won't nobody jump in toe to toe. Yeah, I think Ivory is her friend, not Bree friend, the other one. Because you could hear her say, what I tell you, do what I showed you. So she probably been helping her learn how to fight a little bit. Like most big sisters should. My cousin helped me out, when I first started out. Taught me little tricks and stuff. Because I told y'all, I ain't started out winning. Sure didn't. My cousin started teaching me little tricks, and then that's when I got better. Yo, but other than that, yeah. She probably been helping her out. She could use a point or two. I mean, I think we all can. If you didn't really grow up with sisters and brothers and stuff like that, fighting your sisters and brothers, you ain't gonna be the best fighter around. But nonetheless, it was cute. So I was reading in the comments a couple of episodes ago. Somebody said Pressure got jumped because she said something about some little bitches. Y'all know I'm watching along per usual as I'm making a review. I'm wondering, is this the part where Pressure got jumped? And I would hope Litty gonna be right there with you because you punched China in the face for her. So, not China, Jayla. You punched her in the face for her. So I will hope Litty gonna be right there with you. We'll see, because it seems like to me every time some shit go down, she not in scene unless she in the background or I'm missing it. Okay, but it seemed like to me you always got her back. So I don't know. Somebody in the comments said Pressure was a tranny, but I thought Isaiah said that it was only one tranny in the house, and I'm thinking that person was probably trying to be funny. Pressure, somebody said you were 35. Bitch, you better not be 35. They said Pressure was 35, and somebody said Monet was 38. Girl, y'all better not be in y'all 30s on this show. Y'all better not be. And then y'all be getting y'all ass whooped by little girls. Oh my goodness. Even if y'all didn't, I couldn't imagine being 30-something on a show like this. That's insane. That's insane, bitch. You better not be 30-something years old, Pressure. Your time is up, ho. Come on now. You need to go work in somebody's office doing some admin or work or something. If you want to be in it, if you want, I can see. Well, let me tell you something. She did, what they say, 6 or 8 years. I forgot. So maybe she always wanted to be famous, but she had to go to prison, so she never was able to really live out her dreams. That shit is pathetic. I'm sorry. My opinion, I don't give a fuck. That shit is pathetic. 30-some years old on the show fussing with bitches in their 20s, 21, 22, on bats. I remember one girl saying she was 19. You 30. That shit is pathetic. Okay, I don't fuck with Fly Night, but in this scene right here where I paused it, it looked like she was about to fuck Pressure up. Like, real shit. It looked like she was about to fuck her up. When she said, I don't give a fuck. Like, and then she started walking around. Out of all the girls, Lolly was saying little stuff, but it looked like Fly Night would have leaped first. You know who Lolly? I don't like Lolly. You know who Lolly remind me of? Lolly remind me of one of those girls from high school that'll fight like little bitches that she know like can't fight or maybe smaller than her. But when it comes to other bitches, she'll speak her mind, but she not gonna swing. Like when it comes to somebody that she really know can match her energy, that's like her same size or, on her level. So she'll speak her mind, but she won't fight unless somebody else swing first. I get that vibe from her. Now watch. Let me see what's going to happen. If it's true what I read where they said Pressure got jumped because she called people little bitches, somebody in the comments said she got teared up, right? Mark my words, if that was true, because we all know people lie in the comments though. If that was true, Lolly gonna add in some licks. Mark my word, I know her kind. She gonna act like, yeah, because I was gonna tag her first, but you got to her first. Yeah, because I was gonna do it first, but my nigga, you did it first. Yeah. She one of them kind that act like she was gonna do something, but wasn't gonna do shit. Watch. Oh, what I tell y'all? Look at Lolly. I knew I didn't like this bitch. Look at Lolly. Before I looked up, she was right there. What I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I know her kind. She said her little piece. When she quiet like that, say her little piece, that's like she's sizing you up. She's sizing you up to see can she won't back to swing on Pressure until Flat Night came and pulled her card. Flat Night was the first bitch to jump up. The rest of them was speaking their mind. But Flat Night, the only bitch I can't say that actually jumped up. Now, because she see her, she jump up. Now she want to jump up. Now, that's one thing I can say Monet bitch ass did say to Avery. And by the way, I don't know what the fuck Avery got on in this scene. If y'all paid attention, I was sitting here trying to figure it out. it was like her belly was hanging, but then she had a little six pack going on. Then her titties was separated. It just won't. It won't. It won't. And I'm all for body positivity, people embracing themselves, but it's just giving beer gut with six pack and titties look like they from east to west. It just won't give in at all, honey. But anyway, I said what the fuck I said. But anyway, yeah. So the thing was, look at Lolly. Didn't I just tell y'all? That I've been to school with bitches like her? And then once Ivory seemed like she was trying to back Fly Night up just a little bit, like, wait a minute, we know you gonna get her, but just wait, because it was too close. It was close quarters. They need a little space, because you could tell some tension there. And Fly Night seemed like she called you little bitch, y'all little bitches, but to be honest, I think it was something a little more there than what meets the eye. Because one thing I've learned in life, you can't jump up and fight every time somebody say little girl or little this, because let me tell you something. The last time somebody called me little girl, like I told her, I said, you called me a little girl, right? She said, yeah, I sure did. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna go to jail behind fighting you, because at the end of the day, this little girl is half your age, and I've accomplished more than you have in a lifetime. And she said, bitch. I said, yeah, you work in a clothing store. I work for the government during the day, working on my second degree. So if I'm a little girl, what does that make you? And then she got mad. Bitch, yeah, I'll be a little girl. So if that's you trying to diminish me as a person or trying to be funny towards me, I'll be that little girl. Working on my master's with no kids. I have 2 degrees, not 1, but 2 degrees before the age of 30. With my own home, 2 vehicles. I'll be that little girl. So what about you? That's how you got to give it back to bitches. You call me little girl, but I can show you what this little girl can do. And my hands are way worse than my words. The last bitch that underestimated me, she found out the hard way. So that's why you got to give it back to bitches. And I promise you, by the time you get done naming your accolades and your accomplishments, bitches gonna be, you're gonna be even madder than you were before. By the time I get done tearing you up with my words. That's how you had to give it back to her. Why you get mad for? You know how many times bitches have said, little girl, bitch, big girl. You think I'm a little girl? Fine. I bet I have accomplished more than you ever will. So that's how you got to give it back to these bitches. Period. Avery, did I tell y'all? What did she have? I was sitting here trying to figure that shit out. I was really trying to figure that shit out, bro. Like, seriously. Oh, Fly Night might be that bitch, bro. She might be. I can't believe she swung on Litty like that. Bro. Fly Night, let me find out, bitch. I'm surprised. And she landed too, bro. I heard that punch. She landed. There wasn't no fucking sound effects. She landed. And I heard her when she said, get you and your cousin out my room unless you want to get on. What she said, get on or get down. Bro, I told y'all when she got up from on that bed, watch out for the bitches that don't need nobody. I'm telling you, it takes one to know one. Especially when you got all them girls around like that. Girl, look, bitches are vicious. They are vicious. I seen times I've been fighting bitches and other bitches, I can feel bitches punching me in the back. That's why you got to be careful when it's a room full of females. You be surprised at shit bitches will do. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you whooping on their homegirl and they trying to get you off. That bus story time that I gave y'all, that wasn't the only time that I had fought somebody and people was adding in licks. Watch out for the girls that don't need nobody. Don't need nobody to put the battery in their back. She swung on Litty because she couldn't get to pressure. Fly Night just might be stamped. And a lot of them bitches don't want to step to Litty. That says a lot. Fly Night gonna get brought back next season. And she didn't get her ass whooped either. Bro, let me find out, bitch. Let me find out, girl. You okay? The way that punch was hard too, and for a second it looked like Litty had to catch her balance. Running back in slow motion. She clocked her ass. Let me find out, Flat Nine. Let me find out, girl. You clocked her ass. I gotta hand it to you. And not like Litty. Litty, you got clocked, babes. You got clocked. Let me see what happened. Okay, bitch. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I keep my thoughts to myself on a lot of shit more than y'all would ever know. Like, I don't know what the fuck this Jeep is doing, but he in the fucking way. Look, you need to get over or something, because you in the fucking way. Shit, ain't about to hold me up because you don't know where you going. Anyway, when I tell y'all, I keep my thoughts to myself on a lot of shit, like more than y'all would ever know. Because, I don't know, it just seems like the older I get, the more I don't want to be bothered with black men. You know, I don't really tell people that often, but it's just like, because they so fucking ignorant. So look, check this out, right? So, just like not too long ago, right? I saw a guy in the store that used to be mean to me when we were younger, right? So, and I'm gonna tell y'all about the situation. Long story short, I forgot what class we was in. And one thing I've noticed about most antagonizers, when they do stuff to people, they quick to say, I don't even remember that for real. Or I forgot all about it for real. I've noticed that a lot with antagonizers. But anyway, long story short, he was selling some candy. And back in the day, right? He was selling some candy. So I was like, this open. You selling people open candy? And he was like, bitch, just eat the fucking candy. Right? So I said, give me my money back. He wouldn't give me my money back, right? Because I didn't notice you had to give him the $1 for him to give you the candy, of course, right? And when he handed me the candy, I noticed that was open. He said, no, bitch, right? So the average person that was raised with decency and honor, they know not to talk to a woman like that. Why you just couldn't say no refunds? Why I had to be a bitch? Why I had to be all that? But see, that's what I be talking about. When the white people do that to y'all and put y'all on the ground with they just saying, you know, when they do that shit to y'all, then it's a problem. But y'all treat black women like shit, right? So I never forgot about that, because there was no need for him to do all that, right? So boom. So fast forward to a lot of years, well, not a lot of years, but I want to say about 10 years later, right? We adults, okay? So I saw him in the store. So he said, what's up, what's good, you know? I said, fuck no, right? I said, I wish I would, right? He said, what's your problem? I said, I remember you from so-and-so school. He said, oh shit, you went to my school? I said, yeah. And I'm, you know, he said, oh yeah, you know, he made the little sound like our mascot. And I just looked at him up and down. I said, you know, you're not, you know. But I was trying to say it in a joking way, because I know a lot of these Negroes are ignorant as fuck. You know how some guys can't take rejection. So, boom. So that happened, right? So he said, so what's wrong? You know, why you gotta act like that towards me? And I told him I remember how you treated me back in school. You know, I just ain't trying to fuck with you. You know? And he was like, damn, I don't even remember that though. Did I really say that? Then he started laughing, talking about that sounded like something I would say too. And I said, exactly. Right? But he's talking about, I don't even remember that. Well, bitch, you ain't gotta be. I said, yep, that right there. But like I told him, I always tell y'all, whenever a black man get ignorant with me, I told him, I said, so when a cop do it to y'all, then it's a problem. And he shut up like most of them do when you say something like that. He shut right up and he said, and he walked away. You see what I'm saying? And see, this is what I be talking about. It's like the older I get, the more, it's like I don't even want to hold conversations with black men. Because it's like, y'all so fucking ignorant. It's y'all so fucking ignorant. This shit y'all say out y'all mouth, how y'all act. Then when the white people don't want y'all around, then y'all act like they prejudiced, they racist, they judging you, they biased. You know what I'm saying? It's like the older I get, the more I don't want to fuck with y'all like that. I don't really want to give y'all no pussy. Last time I gave a black man some pussy was 2019. And I just let him eat my pussy. You know, and prior to that, the last black man that fucked me was 2017. I don't be trying to fuck with y'all like that, for real. Because y'all some ignorant motherfuckers. I said what I said. I don't say it out loud, but I be saying it to myself when y'all be trying to holler and shit. I don't want to fuck with y'all, for real. I tell you what, if a black man try to holler at me, he gonna have some money, and he's gonna have to be a soft-spirited individual. I ain't say a nigga. I said a soft-spirited individual, a good man. A good man, Savannah. A good man. Because I'm not trying to fuck with y'all, for real. So he gonna have to really step, for real. Because I don't, And it's not even because I've been in a bad relationship with a black man. It's just stuff that I've been through growing up, out in the community, dealing with y'all, going to school, working around y'all. It's terrible. It's terrible. I ain't really, Nope. I ain't got it for you. I'm sorry. No poo-poo on the menu for none of you motherfuckers. For real. Unless you like a real soft-spirited, soft-spoken guy. Like, that's a different story. But all this bitch this and the bitch that and the daddy and all that other bullshit y'all be talking about. Ain't talking about a whole bunch, but ain't talking about nothing. In my opinion. That's all. I said what I said. Shit. Bro, did y'all hear when Litty said, I'm not done, look in my eye? I told you. Somebody in the comments said, what did the bitch say? Fly Now didn't hit her. It didn't land or something. Yes, the fuck she did. What fight did you see? That punch landed. And Litty said it landed because she said, look at my eye. I told y'all she clocked her ass. I heard that shit. Didn't I tell y'all bony hands, swell shit? When you see a bitch with big knuckles, all it takes is one good punch. You could have beat the bitch to the ground. All it takes is one good punch for her. You gonna swell. You gonna swell. Bony hands do damage. When you see people, I ain't talking about, a person can have a big hand, a big fist. It still ain't no match for some long, bony, skinny fingers with big knuckles. What happened to the girl named Knuckles? That, do she got big knuckles? Whoever she is, don't sleep on the bitches with the big knuckles. Them shits sting. Them shits sting. I'm telling you, I done been hit by some bony hands before. I told y'all in middle school, I fought the bitch. She put a knot on my forehead. I bust her nose. It sure did. Bony hands. Okay, Litty, I think you met your match with Fly Now. Fly Now gonna be on the next season. I can tell already. Fly Now is that bitch. I gotta hand it to her. You came down there. You didn't beat her. For a second, it looked like you was about to get on top of her and get her, but she ended up flipping you, or you flipped her. I can't remember who flipped who, but some type of way she got up. Flat Now, you gaining a little weight too. I was looking at you and your little rumper. Your gut was not big like that. It sure won't. Damn, bitch, your gut bigger than mine, ho. Yeah, you gaining a little weight in that house. I don't know if it's the liquor or you been, got to slow down on the Happy Meals or something, bitch. Because you didn't have all that good at first unless you was hiding it well. But yeah, I fucks with Fly Now that quick. I love me a bitch that can hold her own dolo, don't need nobody. That's my type of bitch. One thing I notice about you bitches, whenever y'all get a L, y'all deflect. Litty took her L, a couple of L's. Now all of a sudden she faded. Cash take her ass whoopings. Now all of a sudden she ready to go home. The tranny, he know it's time for him to get his ass beat. Now all of a sudden his money went missing. Who's another one? The list goes on. Every time. Where did Nina go? Did Nina leave? Where Nina? interesting. Very interesting. Every time it's time for y'all, hood baby. When she wanna, where did Billy go? Damn, I'm missing some people. I need to stop fast forwarding because they could be there the whole time by he fast forwarding. Hood baby and Billy. She wanna fight Billy. Now all of a sudden, Billy pressing her. You know, every time y'all bitches get y'all ass. One thing I can say about Queen D, when she get her ass whooped, she always say for the most part, well, at least I fought her. You know, she don't deflect. She don't deflect. She may say, oh, it's because I didn't have my Timbs on. But then she gets her ass without the Timbs, and then she'll say, okay, well, so what? I wasn't scared, you know. There's one thing I can't say about Queen D. She don't be scared. The rest of you bitches, it's like, when y'all get an L, now all of a sudden, here go Litty. Because I'm faded. You know, girl, she got the best of you. She got the best of you. So what? Both times, by the way. Just saying. Okay, I like Ivory. I appreciate Ivory coming down there and sitting down with Lolly beside her. I'm pretty sure she noticed what I noticed. It was 2-on-1. Whether Litty said she was just having a conversation or not, she was trying to understand what was going on. You can tell when she came down, she was really calm. And out of nowhere, she was just hype. She was super hype. Right? And I'm glad Ivory came and sat by her. Yeah. Like, you know, she needed a friend in that moment because she was sitting down and both of them was standing there, and I could see why she didn't get up. Because if she would have got up, it would have looked like, you know, she was on some bullshit. But me personally, I would have got up because, you know, it's just not good to sit down with two bitches, and I don't care if it's one. Just don't let, you know, when you sit down and they standing up, it creates a space where they can sneak you. You know, I don't care if they say, oh, I'm not worried about you, or we're just having a conversation, or I'm just trying to understand, or I'm not even on the rah-rah, or I don't give a fuck what they say, because you don't know what bitches are thinking. They could say one thing and be thinking of something else. So, yeah, she needed to get up, but she didn't. So I kind of understand either way. But I appreciate Ivory coming to sit by her, even though I don't care much for Lolly. And she's still outnumbered. One thing I can say, pressure, a real one. She ain't let her cousin get sneaked. She said, get up, Litty, this bitch behind you. That's some real shit. I respect that 100%. Whether she was coming down there just to talk or not, she won't taking no chances when it came to her cousin. Like, she won't, you could tell, like, before she was her eyes when Litty had her back turned. Absolutely. And you could tell the girl may not have been on some bullshit because from the preview, it looked like she took a knee to the face. Flat out, I still fuck with you though, girl. I still fucks with you, you know. But, you know, hey, you win some, you lose some.